Howdy. Uh, Today I wanted to give you guys an update about the tank house. I think I came up with a pretty good system to pour the top. So what happened last week with my wife, we pretty much built up all the walls. However, we kind of ran out of concrete. I wanted to fill up every other one and then from the top fill in the rest. That didn't happen. So right now what I'm doing, I kind of backfilled everything. You can see it's kind of flat, and I'm building a form. I built a form to pour in the top, and same thing what I did on the bottom. I have rebars on the top. Everything is tied together like that with fence wire, I believe, and I bought 2x6s. And I built this form the way I have this. I put screws in 4 inches from the top, so the concrete is gonna be 4 inches, so that it's sitting on the cinder block right now. And I adjusted everything so the walls are vertical. I have these braces, temporary braces, for now to kind of keep the distance between the two 2x6s until we pour. When we pour, what I want to do, once we start filling up with concrete, that tries to expand everything. So I'm also adding every few feet a piece of fence wire, and I just use Yopon. I clear my land, so I'm cutting down some Yopon, and I twist this so I pull this together as much as I can. So once we start filling this up, the concrete wants to push those out, so these will no longer be needed. So what I want to do, once we fill this up, remove the screws, remove these temporary braces, and then with a trowel I'm gonna make it perfectly smooth. I'm gonna use this as a guide. It's gonna be flat, beautiful. I just wanted to show you that, once you build, the foundation is the most important thing always. So since we built the foundation perfectly level with my wife, I dry stacked the cinder block. We are 3 deep, and you can see that it's perfectly level, even the form. So at this point it's pretty easy, to do the rest. So yeah, hopefully I did some math. I started bringing some more concrete. I think I need 50 pounds. Again, this is, I believe, 13 feet by 11, something like that. You can calculate it based on the size of the cinder block. I'm not really sure, but that's the rough size. So that's what it looks like. And yeah, once I have 50 bags here, my wife is gonna mix it, and I'm gonna pour it in like that. So I started backfilling everything so it's nicely supported. I haven't tried to make it more dense, to dampen it, I guess that's the expression. So yeah, because I don't want to move the cinder block. So yeah, you can see it's perfectly straight, perfectly level. And yeah, maybe I make another video when we do the pouring, but again, the idea is that we start pouring from here, and then once we have concrete in it all the way to the top edge, we're gonna remove this temporary brace, and that wire, those wires will go all the way around everywhere. So I drilled a hole. I can show you some of the details, and I twist it so you can really fine-tune the distance between these two forms. Very important thing. So you can kind of see that I'm cheap, so I didn't want to cut the outside 2x6. What I did, I staggered it like that, so this overextends, 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 overextends. So I didn't have to cut any of these. Once I take these off, I can use that for other constructions. The inside ones have to be cut, obviously. And what you don't want to do when you have an inside form, don't screw it from here, because you're gonna have hard time once the concrete is in. You're gonna have hard time removing all that stuff. So what you want to do, you do it from the top. You screw it together from the top, or from the inside like that. So yeah, this all will be filled up with concrete all the way around. That's gonna be the cap, and once that is done and set, 2x4 goes here, and I start building the walls. And I'll get the tank, I'll make this flat, fill it up with road fill, dampen it, and make it perfectly flat. So yeah, that's the general update this week. Bye!